Cameron, I suppose, wash up. Another impressive and gritty win, that one.
Yeah, it was a really gritty win. Real semi-final-like atmosphere there and intensity, and we've had a few of those games where we just haven't got the job done at the end, and it was awesome for us to finish that off and execute at the end there, and a really good moment for Birdo especially.
I was going to say, it must be nice to just have a boot like Birdo when you know there's a chance to kick him just about anywhere.
Yeah, no, it really is. That's why he's such an elite player. He's got those talents. But what's impressed me most about him is how hard he's worked this year on his game, and all the areas of his game that people probably aren't noticing. We're really happy with how he's developing there.
If there was an injury to New South Wales, handy for their depth that you got to play like that waiting in the wings.
Yeah. I think the way he's played this year, he's definitely putting himself in the frame, and there's been a lot of conversation around him and rep teams. And as I've said a number of times, the more we keep working to get him to reach his potential, the more he's going to be mentioned in those teams.
And Reid, he's been pretty impressive himself as well, leading from the front.
Yeah, Reid's been awesome. He's having a really good year, building his game on effort and energy, and we're really excited about how he's going and where he's developing. And I'm sure if he continues on that, then he's going to put himself in the frame for Origin in one day too.
Do you like seeing him be able to put a player like Nico Hines off?
I don't think he put Nico off. I think they were competing on that last play of the game, and I think just because it's Reid, everyone thinks it's Reid that initiated it, but it clearly wasn't.
But you like it though, like the fact that he can lead. It does fire the boys up a little bit when he does stuff like that.
Oh look, Reid clearly early in the year set the tone for us sticking up for each other as a group, but I think it's been taken out of proportion since then. I think back to a couple of earlier games, he was probably in the thick of it, but since then he hasn't really done anything. And then as soon as he's in there, everyone thinks it's his fault. So very comfortable with what Reid's doing. I've spoken to the referees as well, and they're really clear on what he's doing as well, and he's not going anywhere near breaking the rules.
Looking towards next year, Ciraldo at Super North. That's a handy signing.
Yeah, really good player. Really impressed that he's thinking about joining our club, and stoked.
Happy to face the play. I mean, that combination with a guy like kick-outs in a nice second row to be looking at.
Yeah, it gives us a lot more depth to our forward pack. We've got some guys there doing a really good job at the moment. We've got some really good young kids coming through, and if Ciraldo's to join us and that becomes official, then it just gives us a real quality player to add to our depth.
Do you need any other players? I mean, it seems to be building nicely, not to mention you've got enough to really pick from within at the moment.
Yeah, very happy with what we're developing as a squad and the kids we've got coming through, and the fact that quality players are looking to join us is a really good sign for our club. So happy with how it's all going, but we're focused on this week against the Warriors and making sure we have another really good performance at home.
Defensively too, I mean, you're up there with just about the best in the comp. Did you see that coming, like that level of improvement from last year to this year in your defence?
I don't know if I saw that level of improvement. I knew where we were tracking, and I knew sometimes it takes time to get there, but the way these guys have committed to the system, committed to each other, they've made that improvement happen, and couldn't be prouder of them at the moment, but we are only at round 18. We've got a long way to go, so we want to keep getting better every week.
Is it attitude, or does it take you a little bit long to implement, your style on these guys? Like, do you have a theory as to why you've been able to sort of make that big jump this year?
Yeah, defence is culture, and our culture is built around commitment, and that's what these guys are showing. As I've said a number of times, they're committed to the system, they're committed to each other, they're committed to walk in the doors every day and get better here, and it's probably why our football's improved so much. But that's, as I said, it's only round 18, and we've still got a long time to go, and we need to keep that commitment going so we keep improving.
I know you say that, but Bulldogs fans must be excited. I think it's your highest position since like 2016. So, what's the message to them?
Yeah, we can really feel the energy from the Bulldogs fans, whether it's around Belmore or at home games at a core. We love the energy they bring to us, and we're really hoping we can go out there this week at a core and get a big crowd. And I think we're not back at a core for another 8 weeks, so we really want to make this a celebration on Saturday and get some crowd energy to help us play to our potential. And obviously, with Jeff Robinson's passing yesterday, we want to make it a real special occasion for his family as well.
I was going to ask you about that. Sort of any stories, any messages, what the club will be doing to honour his legacy? Yeah,
we've got a few things lined up, and obviously be a moment's silence before we run out on the field. And we're really excited about honouring Jeff's legacy. He's spent a fair bit of time around here since I've been here, and he's been to a lot of functions and come and met the boys even 6 or 8 weeks ago, and just had a chat to the boys too. So very sad that he's passed, but as I said, we want to honour his legacy on Saturday.
What's that? Do you have any sort of like impressions of like what people have thought of him? Like what did he bring to the club, or what's he sort of left his mark here?
Oh, he was just the ultimate competitor. We had, Mick Potter, who played with him today, talk about what it was like to play with Robbo, and it sounded like he was the player that everyone wanted to play with. And I've been lucky enough to go to a few ex-players functions, and everyone gravitates towards Robbo. He's clearly a loved teammate and a loved person, and all my dealings with him was just such a gentleman. So it was awesome for our guys to meet him a few weeks back and understand who he is and what he stood for, and we want to repay that on Saturday.
And a big chance to get a win too. Warriors sort of in different a bit of form. You guys on the up. What do you make of them so far?
Yeah, the Warriors are a very good team. They've got a lot of class players, and they bounced back last week, and we need to be prepared for their best. But more than that, we need to be at our best, and that's what we're gearing towards.
Connor, he's gotten through all the concussion stuff, all right?
Yep, Connor's good to go. It won't be too bad of a thing for him having the week off last week and just getting his body right. So we're really excited to get him back.
And obviously, like a dream top 8. You must be starting to taste that finals football just a little bit.
No. All I'm thinking about is Saturday against the Warriors, and we've just had a really good session then, and we'll continue those preparations. We've done a really good job of staying present, and that's the only thing that matters in our world right now.